So guys, in this video I'm going to continue working on this website, on its design. And if you don't know how we get this hero section, make sure to watch my previous video where I did that and explained it very well. So let's get started. Okay, so right there we have this website that we are redesigning, and here we have the redesigned one. It's just the hero section, but now in this video we are going to redesign it fully. I've got some templates here that we could use them for inspiration. And yeah, let's see what this website has. The hero section with navigation menu and social links and call to action with number. We have everything here: social icons, clear message, call to action, phone number. We are done with this. Now we are going a little bit down, and we have some information about this business. How we are going to do that? I can use stock image, which I'm going to find it on Pexas, and maybe try to find some person or a vehicle. Maybe a person, if you're only single man business owner, person will be better in this situation. So I guess this is only one person working in this company. And now I'm going to find some person, because when you put image of you on your website, it will boost users' trust and make them easier to choose you. So I'm going to write out the detailer. Maybe we can find something here. Maybe a person who details a car. No, we cannot find it. Maybe here. Right, perfect picture. We have very good pictures here. This one is really good. Seems professional. I'm going to download it. And move it to my Figma. Right, I'm going to make it smaller. And how we are going to make this about section, I'll show you right now the example. This website is not working. I was thinking something like this: the image on the one side and text and information on the other side. And I think that is pretty good solution for this problem. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is to add container on this page, and I'm going to make this container with 12 columns. Like this. And this image should be, one moment, and this image should take 6 of these columns, so that's a half of the screen, right? So 6 should be from this column here to this. And now I'm going to reduce the height of the image, because we don't need that much. And it's okay, looks good. And yet the image is good because it has some red background, red colors. It matches with our design, so it's perfect with our design and brand. And yeah, what also we can put in these call to action buttons, some arrows to make the buttons more, to make buttons prettier. One point five should be good enough, and maybe this line smaller. Book now. Like this. I'm going to copy, paste it there. 16 pixels. Looks solid. Okay. And now we are going to add on the left side the content. Simply, I'm going to use some lorem ipsum, lorem ipsum for this. section right here because I want to use this content that is already on that website, on this one. So what we can write here for second heading, who we are, we have some small subheading, and we can do that as well. Maybe who am I, or maybe who we are. Maybe that sounds better. Smaller a little bit. And now you don't need to make this part, but to make the design more unique, we can make some, I would say, shapes or something like that. So the content is not, so the website won't be boring that much. So maybe we can make some two lines like this and color them into our main color like this. Who we are, maybe we can make this uppercase and then font size smaller a little bit. Then these lines smaller as well. Like this. A little bit more space in here. Looks solid. And then we need to make some heading for this section, and that could be what we can use. Maybe we could write something simple. Learn more about us and our detailing services, maybe, or company. Okay, services is good enough. Detailing services. 48 pixels, maybe that's too much. 40, 32, make this smaller. Bold. 135. Like this. And then some paragraph, which is going to be 17 pixels. Should be good. And we need to make some space between the content and the images, so this spacing is good enough. I'm going to make this regular and then change the opacity to about, change the opacity of the text color to about 80%. And we can make here some dividing a line like this. Paint in black and lower the opacity. Let's just remove those columns so we can see clearly. Seems good. And then what we can do also in this section, we can simply copy this paragraph and paste it once again, but that could make the design a little bit boring. So now I'm going to find some icons on the Google and put like these 2 or 4 rectangles with some useful information. Okay, I found this icon and I'm going to use this icon for an example. I'll just copy and paste the exact block, and then I'm going to drag and then I'm going to create this rectangle from the start to the end of this line, and I'm going to divide it by 2 and then -5, so we can make space between them of 10 pixels like this, maybe even 7.5, or actually 10, like this. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to delete this. And I'm going to hide the columns and see what we can do here. I can make this box red with low opacity, or maybe better option is to make it white with some border radius and effects, drop shadow with some big blur and low spread, like this. Going to put the icon here, make it in red, reward for the best auto detailing company in 2025, something like this. Make it smaller, maybe even smaller, like 12 pixels. And with smaller line height. And smaller opacity on this one. And maybe we can even make some box for this icon, like this. Color it in black and make the opacity low with some border radius like 5. And I need to make the icon even smaller. Like this. Okay, that looks good. And I'm going to just to copy and paste it like this. We can make the drop shadow a little bit smaller, like this. And then for the last, some call to action button. I'm just going to copy and paste this one. And that could say learn more, or maybe read more. And this button should redirect you to about page, this one. Okay, this looks good. So we've made the about section as well. Maybe we could put some drop shadow right here. This isn't necessary, but as I said, we could do some interesting things to make the design more attractive and more interesting, right? Like this, and like this. Also, we could add some graphics in the background or some shapes, but I don't want to complicate a lot. I just want to make the design that actually converts visitors into customers. And that's the point of this video series, I would say. Okay, then we are going to make another section, which is going to be services section, and then for the last I will make that call to action or contact form. We will see what we are going with, what we would go with. So for the services section, we could see some examples here. I would say this example looks solid. And this one looks good as well. I would try to make something similar to this because it's good for the user's experience. They could see the name of the service, they could see some description, small description, and then a call to action button for this service. This looks solid. So now I'm going to find some image for the services section. I'm going with auto detailing maybe. This image looks solid, or maybe this one, but I think this one is better. So I'm going to download it and then drag it. Then drag it on the page. Maybe the colors are not great for what we need here, but should work. Just we need to keep this hand on the image and the tire and entire wheel. Okay, we are going with three. I'm going to put 3 different services in the services section. So that means we need to divide 12 by 3, and that is 4. So we need 4 columns for each service to take. Like this. Perfect. So let's just see, maybe we could put gap of 20 pixels, and then we need to make the images smaller. Like this. Perfect. But now what is the problem? We cannot just put the images like this and then the name of the service and some small description. We actually, because if you put 3 different pictures, they'll have different colors, I guess. And it won't look good, so we need to make some overlay. And how we are going to do that? Simply like this. I'm going just to duplicate the image, or maybe you can add fill. Maybe it's easier. So click on the fill. The overlay would be in our color, like this. And what we are going to do now, we need the headings for this section. So we are going to copy this, paste it here, group it, center it, and move it a little bit up, and center this one as well, and center this one. And then I'm going to use lorem ipsum for the heading of this section, like this. And maybe we could use also some small description for this section, like 17 pixels, 17 pixels regular, and maybe 60% opacity, and smaller and less content. Got some letters here. Perfect. Or maybe you can just add 1 line description. Maybe that is better in this situation. And now I'm going to add like heading of this image, and that will be auto detailing. Font size maybe 26. And also we could add another overlay that's going to be gradient overlay. like this, 100%. This one to 80, maybe less, 70, and this one to 50. Good. Auto detailing and also some small description with 12, with font size of 12, like this. Font style regular. Move it a little bit up. And with smaller opacity, like 70%, maybe 80, like this. And we need to make the overlay better, 60, 85, like this. And maybe the heading of this like 22. This looks solid. Maybe we could put some button here. I'm going to copy only these two and place them under this description. And that could be now learn more. So the users will know that this is some button that they could click if they want to learn more about this service, right? And the button we could color the button in the red color with the arrow as well. Oops, like this. With smaller font size, maybe 14, or no, this is good. Or maybe with the color of white, it's better. Maybe we could put the button on the right side, or no. Okay, this is solid. I'm going to group all these things. Maybe we could add some stroke outside this with or maybe even inside. Like this. 25%. Okay, good. I'm not going to replace all of the images because it's not necessary, right? But in your case, you'll need to do that. But I don't want to waste time on it. And the next thing that we're going to do now is the contact form. So let's see what this website has in its contact form. Name, email, phone, and comment or question and submit button. Okay, so now we are going to turn this grid once again, and now we are going with 8-4, which is going to be 4-8 honestly, 4 columns for the left side and 8 columns, or maybe 7-5. Yeah, 7-5 is better, or maybe 6-6, like this, because we will need bigger gap, or like this. Okay, on the left side we are going to put subheading and heading and some description, and maybe we could even put your phone number, and on the right side the contact form, right? And now I'm going to create one more rectangle, put it inside of this. I'm going to delete this rectangle, and how we are going to create the column, the contact form, sorry. I'm going to turn this into black and with 10% opacity, and inside of this we are going to create the rectangles. So here should be the name, email, phone number, and message, like this, and send button. Send message, like this. Okay, good. And now here I'm going to, maybe we could put this into white with some stroke, like this, and some border radius of 5, and then with 15 here. And I could put like this, and inside of it we are going to put placeholder name. Like this. Name, email, phone number, and then the message. Like this. And I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this content here, place it down there. Contact us. If you like how we work, contact us for free. We can put here our services. Okay, good. Smaller content here. And then I'm going to copy this block, honestly rectangle, and place it here, which is going to be for phone number, and we have the phone number icon here. To cover it into red, and we need the rectangle for the icon. Like this. Phone number 000000000. Okay. And we are going to color the phone number in red and bold. Like this. Then I'm going to copy and paste this for, put the icon here. Email, and your email at gmail.com. Perfect. And that's it. Maybe we can make this smaller, move the button up, and make this rectangle smaller also. And then for the last thing, we need some footer. I'm not going to create some special footer because it's not necessary for in this situation. Maybe when we are going to develop this website, I'll make some more complex footer, but for now, I'll just put simple footer, which is going to be copyright, right? C, auto detailing, company 2025. Like this. And that's it. We've finished with designing. So guys, thanks for watching this video once again. And in the next video, we are going to develop this website into a webflow. So if you want to be notified when that video will be uploaded on this YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe and press the bell so you can receive the notifications, right? And also, if you have some questions, you can contact me on this email or drop me a comment below this video. And make sure to like this video. So guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.